Hey guys and girls, and welcome to another short video on how to create yourselves a Dothraki horde. They're not fully here yet. I don't believe the Game of Thrones teams have fully implemented them yet. I'm pretty sure they haven't. I'm pretty sure they haven't even started implementing them yet. I believe this is just a crossover from the latest update. It is buggy as hell, and it can cause crashes, just letting you know, guys. The other thing is, keep your mods simple. If you're going to play the Dothraki, I probably even wouldn't recommend any mods. Just play the base game, because like I said, everything seems to cause hassles. Okay, so we're going to create ourselves a Dothraki horde. Let's get into it. So you can, of course, just create a normal character, like you normally would. Best bet is create your own adventure. It just means you save on one step. So first things first, create your character any way you want. You don't have to be a Dothraki, but hey, we're going to be doing that today. Once you've done that, we're just going to start. We don't care about any of them, and we don't care about any of them. Okay, so you're a landless adventurer. Now, letting you guys know, depending where you start as a landless adventurer, that is where you're going to be creating your horde. So if you do it in the middle of the Iron Kingdom, you're going to have a bad time. Iron Kingdom? Iron Throne? Yeah, the Iron Throne. So, the Seven Kingdoms, I should say, really. So, no matter where you create it, you're pretty much destroying the title. So, just be careful of that. The other thing is, if you guys look up here in our realm, we're all good so far, but that won't last for long. Be careful. Like I said, this will kind of torture the game a little bit, so just be careful. If you want to be pure Dothraki, make sure wherever your holding is, like the one you're in as an adventure, is also Dothraki. So you're going to have to change it by using default mode. We want to make sure we have bypass requirements on as well. That just allows us to actually become nomad. So if we create a nomad now, we will cross our culture with his culture. So make sure they're exactly the same if that's the culture you want. So if you're playing as, I don't know why, but you're playing as an Iron Reaver nomad, his culture's got to be the same. Or like I said, once again, you hybridize it. So just be careful. We're going to do that anyway because I'm not really too fast to what my culture is at the moment. Once you've done bypass requirements, you come over here to adopt the nomadic way. The reason you need to do that is because the camp, to do this, needs to be held in a county by a herder. There's no herders in games. We've got to create them ourselves. So we're going to go do this. You get mounted by your horse, because, you know, that's how the Dothraki were born. You get mounted by a horse. You got two options. You can invite the ruler to your camp or not. This is why you got to change his culture to match the culture if you want a pure culture. Because as you can see, we harmonize with that local culture. We don't want that, but for me, it doesn't really matter. We don't really care. Nice little pop-up telling you there's new culture and all that good stuff. Next, we also we gained the veteran adventure trait because we changed, of course, to a horde. You know, makes sense. It also randomly builds a bunch of buildings. We want to make sure we get rid of that. Okay, so as you can see, we got ourselves a horde. Sorry, not horde. I keep saying horde. We got ourselves a nomadic capital. There are buildings to unlock, so if you don't like these ones, just demolish them like you normally would and go from there. You can't start at level 1, unfortunately. Not at the moment, anyway. I don't know if there's a way around it, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. As you can see down here, we are wanderers. This game, like I said, this is where it gets a little funky, guys. I'm just going to literally change over to, dominance level. Because we're not wanderers, we want to be unruly nomads. So we're just going to change that over. Yeah, okay, as you can see, it didn't even change it properly. It's broken. So be careful. There's slavery is forbidden, past slavery allowed. So we can, if you want, slavery is now allowed because it's the laws. Like I said, just be careful. This is not how you're meant to be playing it at the moment. But it's a way around it if you want to be a nomadic faction. Try not to click on any of these. It can cause the game to crash. And you can't pick anyone either because it's kind of completely bugged out. So just stay away from them. You got your army like normal, so you can upgrade your hordes and recruit troops and all that like you normally would. You also have, what else do we have available? We got our courtiers. I don't know if clicking in any of these will break it. Once again, saving is your best mate. So just be careful. Like I said, this is just a way around it, allowing you to play as a nomad. Now, if we get rid of bypass requirements, what do we really have? We got ourselves access to call from Confederation and still settled disputed lands and things like that. Like I said, just be careful with what you click on. It may break the game. We also have access, once again, to our normal activities. We also have now access to, well, we're not involved in a situation and we can't migrate yet. Once again, don't know if they break the game. So, once again, keep your mods as simple as you can. Save before clicking on anything. And pray to whoever, whatever religion you are in-game, that it all goes well. Okay, so we've created our nomadic capital. How do we create herders? So that's quite simple. You just go to war like normal. We're going to say we went to war with him and we took his realm. Well done. Yay. We've expanded our borders. Now, without bypass requirements on, you can raise buildings. You can demolish them. You can demolish... If this had 4 buildings, you could demolish them all. I'll show you guys in a second as well. But all you want to do is raise Devosh, because that's the name of the holding. You get some county fertility, especially if it's the last building. And you gain a little bit of gold. You gain a little bit of gold no matter what building you destroy as well. And then once again, you click on it and you raise it, destroy it again. Just letting you guys know, without bypass, it takes 5 years per raising. I believe it's per province as well. So if you got 3 province, you can do 3. You got to wait 5 years, then you got to go back and do it again. So like I said, if we go bypass, we can't do it again until 289. Sorry, 289. We're in 284. So like I said, it can take a while. This is just a good way of kind of creating your starting base until you expand. You can, until you're ready to expand in your own time. The reason I'm looking around is we don't want that one. There we go. Okay, we've moved on and taken this realm. I'll show you a little bit more once again. Okay, so we're going to revoke title because that's how we take it ourselves, because we want to raise it. We're going to turn this into a, what is it called? A herd settlement. So we're going to take that. We're going to take that. Now, you don't need to destroy or remove these guys to turn it into a herder. The only issue is to turn it into a herder. See, even that could be broken as well if you're not careful. Is you destroy that, you destroy 1 line of buildings. So if I'll show you guys in a second once again. We destroy that. We can now turn it into a herder. These settlements will stay as well. We don't want that. We want to reduce it to absolutely 0. Unfortunately, we don't have a good option there, but it's still possible. Raising destroys 1 line of buildings. So we got a building here with level 1. We raise it. It goes. We got no more buildings. We do it again. It removes that settlement. So it's now empty. With 3, you do it once. It's down to 2. Now, if we have a building here that's level 2, and this is level 2, if we raise it, it will reduce all the buildings in this by 1. So they will both go down to 1. If this had 2, or this one had 2, and the other one had 1, vice versa, it will remove the buildings once again by 1, but it will still keep the other one, if that makes sense. So once again, we raise, we get a little bit of gold. It's not a lot of gold. We're now down to a nomadic settlement holding. We want to turn it into a herder. We just go that, accept, and voila. We now have a herder. You can do that again, once again. We're going to do it over here. Now, by creating a herder, it creates him as an, I want to say an individual, but it creates an independent herder. You can bring him under your control by demand tributary. You're just going to make sure you got the prestige. you can't go to war with them either, I don't believe. Oh, you can actually raid. Okay. I didn't know that, but you can raid them for slaves. Cool. There's no slave market, so it's not going to be a point, really. But yeah, so like I said, this one's going to be a good one to show you once again. We're going to take realm. Yay, we now control it. 1 and 3, we raise. See, that went down to 2. The building that was there gets destroyed. Now, for any settlements, let's try and find the right one. I just got to remember where it is. With special duchy holdings, it doesn't destroy them. So we're going to destroy this one. We're going to destroy this one. We're now a nomadic holding. I gotta remember where it is. Here we go. We'll take this guy because he's got a special building. I do believe the duchy buildings gets destroyed as well. We'll find out in a second. So we're gonna just take realm. We're gonna once again raise it down. As you can see, it removes the buildings, but it doesn't destroy the special building. We are going to have a little bit of a cheat. No, is that a special? Oh, that's a special building as well. I want to see if, you know what, I don't think any area actually starts off with a... There we go. We're going to just take this for shits and giggles. I want to see what happens. Okay, we're going to raise this building. Okay, it doesn't seem, at the moment, to destroy... Okay, it does. So this does destroy the duchy buildings, but you've got to go to all the way to the end. But it does, once again, keep the special buildings. So you can't destroy the special buildings. Which is a bit of a shame. It would be cool if you could keep the special buildings anyway. But yeah, so we are now a Dothraki horde. Where you can go around conquering, destroying, pillaging, raping, doing whatever you want. Once again, save before you click on anything if you haven't clicked on it before. And save anyway, even if you have clicked on it. Because at any stage, the game can just break. Yeah, I'm not going to click on anything else. I'm getting out of here. I hope you found this informative. If you've got any questions, let me know down below. I hope this guide shows you what is a possibility. It all comes down to you, though. It is literally up to you how you want to create it. The best thing to do is stay in debug mode, create what you want, and then save and load it back in. Once again, save before you click on anything. It can be buggy. I've already had a couple of crashes by clicking on... these don't. You can't put anyone in there anyway. And yeah, I hope you guys, like I said, go forth and plunder. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. You guys have a good one. Bye for now.